Hello, divine beings. We are in the 7-7 portal. And the number 7 is about making changes for the better. It's about being intentional on your path. Do you know where you're headed towards? Or are you just kind of wandering around aimlessly? And right now, with the huge astrological change that we're going through, it's important for you to know what you stand for and the direction that your life is moving into and what your actual goals are. What is your vision for the future? Because we have Uranus, and that is the proper way to say it, okay, the proper scientific way to say it, which is the planet of radical change, wild shifts, and unexpected changes, unpredictable movement, and unpredictable momentum moving into the sign of Gemini for the next 7 years. Yes, we're going to have a retrograde for a minute back into Taurus this fall and winter, but for the most part, for the next 7 years, this planet of radical changes and social change, social revolutions, is in the sign of Gemini. Now, Gemini is about mercurial things. It's about thinking. It's about communication. It's about the connection between people in their communities. It's about journalism, right? It's about media broadcasting. So what are we going to see? Major changes and major shifts and unexpected, unpredictable things that are going to happen in what areas? It's about these conversations between people who were once allied, once felt like brothers or sisters on one subject, or maybe on having common ground on something, but they're no longer going to have common ground. We're also going to see a lot of radical discourse take place. And the last time Uranus was in Gemini, it was during World War II, and I did a whole carousel post on that, and you can look at that. So there's definitely going to be a lot of new geopolitical alliances, and also people having this very extreme rhetoric that might go against their conscience if, they're going to have some reflection on it in a few years. So be very careful what you ally yourself at this time, because there's a lot of radical, extreme conversations going on in the collective. Now, Uranus is in a 3-degree orb with Venus. Venus is all about our love language. So if you think about how we express our love to people, it's changing. Those conversations, those friendships are changing. Uranus is also in a trine with Pluto. It's a 2-degree orb right now, but I look to see how things come in with the birth chart of that particular, or that inception of how that planet ingresses into a new sign. So Uranus trine Pluto is all about these huge societal, huge technological changes. So just be prepared that new technology is coming in that's even more revolutionary than it is now. And there might be some more, I would say, technological surveillance going on than you even know. And it could happen in all countries or some countries. We'll see what happens with the legalese of all that. So today on the 7th, we also have Moon in Sagittarius, which is about freedom, right? It's like, what are you applying your freedom towards? How are you feeling connected towards your higher mission or your higher philosophy, which is very connected to the 7 energy as well. Venus is trining Pluto today. So yes, the changes in relationships, Aquarius, Gemini, are happening. We're feeling them. Lilith is squaring Mercury, Scorpio, Leo energy. So some people are expressing themselves in some ways that you might find to be unappealing or jealous or envious. So check yourself with that. Moon is squaring Mars today. So definitely people might be acting a little out of pocket. They might be very nitpicky. That's what this Mars in Virgo can really feel like, especially as it gets closer and closer to the South Node throughout the month. So let's see what cards we have for today. I know this is a little longer than usual, but I feel like it deserves to be longer than usual with all the energies that are going on. So we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups for the overall energy of Uranus and Gemini is saying that a lot of us are moving away from things that are emotionally exhausting us. We can't take it anymore. And the big problem is that with the Sun card, it's very difficult for us to connect to our inner child, our happiness, our joy, because of all these different conflicts going on in the collective. And the advice is 3 of Swords. Like, get out of your own head, okay? Stop asking people to act or do or feel things or believe things. Sagittarius moon today, believe things that maybe aren't in alignment with you, but are not in alignment with them. So stop expecting people to act right. You got to walk away from these things that are not serving you because they're holding you back from your happiness. I suggest stop looking at media that makes you unhappy. It's not good to remain ignorant, but it's also not good to remain in this constant loop of fear in this 24/7 news stream, if you will, okay? You know, you don't need to know what's going on in Japan or the Middle East or South America or a different state or even a different city than yours at all times, okay? Remember, you are here for your own sovereign mission, and that is to add light and joy to the planet and live in your soul purpose. Anyways, guys, I hope everybody has a joyful 7/7, and I will see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.